Oh my God. I told Barbie big boobs last night. I was talking to her in the room. Okay. I don't mind Barbie. You know, she wants to do the sex show with me. No, I'm just not interested. I don't want it. So anyway, I sent her I sent her a link to my site, to the Friendly Club. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was like I was raping. She said, "What is this?" I said, "Well, it's just, it's an idea." She said, "I just want to do shows where you put money in PayPal and send it to me." I said, "Yeah, but I reckon a lot of guys don't want that." I don't know. I could be wrong. It was just the OMG. OMG. It was like, no, don't do it to me. You're not taking me out to dinner. No, wait. No, I'm not eating online. Oh, it's weird, eh? Yeah, I know, I had the same problem. To be honest, and then you don't come over to Rabbit. Nobody else comes to Rabbit. And they go, fuck it. I had the same problem with, we ran into a customer. We learnt about downloading a bank statement into your program, just so you don't have to type in all these amounts and everything. And oh boy, there's a lot of resistance to that. You wouldn't believe it. Now they're all done that way. It just comes straight out of your bank, and you don't even download the bank statement anymore. The idea of the bank statement was to check your work, but you could reverse it by actually inputting from your downloaded bank statement. You download it and press reconcile, and then everything was an error. Every transaction was a mistake. So you just, went through and just add all of those transactions, and it was done. But that was how we got people to do it. Otherwise, it was too difficult and too messy. You make too many mistakes, and it's a boring job. Just download the bank statement, click. But now they do it straight away. But oh God, to get people to do that, it's just it's resistance. It's the same thing with this. It's just a resistance of an idea. You get through it eventually, but it takes ages. And it's depressing. I guess that's why I've got 3 or 4 businesses going, because they'll be all the same. Yeah, so anyway, but that's that. I've sort of been here, done that. I don't get angry about it or anything else like that, but just the way, oh my God, it's almost like, am I raping? Oh, dearie me. That's funny though. Just on a different note, it's 3 years, over 3 years, a bit over 3 years now since I separated. Jeez, time flies. 30 years of marriage, and 10% of that time has already gone in the blink of an eye. Yeah. So I'm sort of just aware of. Before I forget, the Carolina Reaper, that one there. I showed it to Nips yesterday. This is the one that Gavin gave me. Look at it, the chili. That is apparently the hottest chili in the world. He went online. He wanted to grow some chili, so he went online so it's round. And it grows on a bush about that big, it's a little bigger, I suppose. But he grows in tubs like that, yeah. And oh shit, that is so hot. If you just like that, it'd be burning for half an hour. It's a hot chili. Yeah, Carolina Reaper. And the other one I had was White Ghost. I had them just sitting there for weeks. I thought they'd all withered up and just about fucked. I thought I'll just throw them in the the pots. I didn't think they'd work. Nothing else works. Just hang on a bit. I'll get a. Oops. Oh, yeah, you're a messy bird. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, Sam, they just popped up. Only great. I put in 6 in that one. I can't even remember what they were. Yeah, see, just like that. And I just scooped the seeds out of the chili. Yeah. And so I showed Nips yesterday. She just loves eating, but loves chili. And I just went like that. Yeah, what do you think, Nips? And she said, "Oh, I'll have some." And I said, here I am trying to get people to do all this other weird stuff. Oh, yeah, I have some. Yeah, send me some, and I'll pay you for it. I said, well, I don't have a fucking phone. Yeah, so I'm in business. Yep, first customer by doing that. So I thought, oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but yeah, selling chilies to Hong Kong. Yeah, yeah, she just loves her chili. And I sent you a link. There's a whole bunch of different chilies. It's actually rather interesting. And see, that'd suit me because I like high value crops. Like potatoes are a waste of time. Right? But anything that's small, I could post those to her, in a punnet or something. I don't know how much it costs. Probably fuck all. Very easy to grow. Yeah, I just get some customers. I saw a YouTube ad on it. Hottest chili in the world, Australia. It's just hot and dry and best and hottest chilies. Hang on, just put these down. Yeah, so anyway, where were we? I was talking about this other thing. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, yeah. So I got to thinking about like our relationship, and now that I'm sort of totally antisocial with white people, I don't even talk to Raf anymore. I can sort of put you there and them there, okay, and make it. I can stand back. I guess in a way, what's happened is I've sensed that I'm like the frog in the boiling water, and the water just, by 2013 was just bubbling hot. So as far as I was concerned, I just had to. If I wanted to survive, I had to jump out of the water. That was just all there was to it. But it just seemed that it had been gradually getting worse and worse and worse, and suddenly accelerated. And so I just thought, no, I'll go, just get out of it altogether. And even now, Raf's gone. Just totally out of the water, out of the boiling water. So I'm in a position where I can compare you to them, right? Being in this cauldron of boiling water to knowing you. And it's interesting actually, because I've formed the opinion. I hope you don't exploit this, but I've discovered this is how I feel about it. You are important, and I have to be very careful. Yeah, you're important. You are probably as important to me as I am to you. And that's yeah, it's funny, and it's this. Yeah, like if you feel if my relationship is important to you, then it reciprocates. Yeah, then your relationship is important to me. And what's happened with the feminists is they've sort of, they're giving they're actually saying, you can see it on the vids and what have you. No, we no longer need men. And so the reciprocation is, and this is what's happened. I look at it and think, well, we've just gotten to a point where I don't need you either. And it's not a sort of a nasty payback thing. It's just what you put in is what you get back. If you get my drift, yeah. So they've sort of pushed this idea we don't need men, whether they're talking about financial or whatever. But I mean, it's just we just get the feeling that we're not really necessary or anything else like that in society. Yeah, even. Particularly to women. So that's what's happened. They've actually pushed this idea that men are no longer important to them. And the reciprocal of it is that women are no longer important to me, that's for sure. But because you have, it's just just in case you, look, I understand your problems with, you're living in a male-orientated world, apparently, old patriarchy type thing. Which is, I'm not suggesting and never have done that that's the right way to go. I never have subscribed to that view, personally, in my life. I don't think, maybe when I was an infant, almost, I don't know. But I've always been, because I had two sisters and whatever, I've always been fairly egalitarian. But what seems to have happened now is that people I've met, and we're the ones that You know, the people who were accepting this have copped it the worst of all. Yeah, and that's what's happened. But there are more. I don't know. There are probably quite a few changes, but two changes that have come to mind. You know, the big difference between, say, my relationship with you and my relationship with Sue or Raph or any Western woman is the first one. I've got this written down. Hang on, I'll get it here. Yeah, I need a cue. Yeah, I'm now free to praise if I wish to do so. There's this thing in the West that, you know, no matter what, we're supposed to praise women, almost worship them. You know, oh my God, you're so wonderful, so good, so kind, and it's just, it's like now it's at the point where, yuck, just go away. It's not even funny. It's just awful. And but the funny thing is, it's, and I've used the word freedom here. Yeah, it's whatever I have with you, I've got freedom. I don't have to praise you. So if I do, I feel good about it. But there's not this societal sort of pressure on me to do so. So, yeah, it's any praise is actually offered freely and voluntarily, which is far better than societally imposed anything. If you ask me, you know, you have to. You know, yeah, I have to praise you. So here you go, yeah. But yeah, I'm free to praise you if I wish, and you vice versa. You don't have to. So it's a freedom. It's funny, and you're a communist from a communist country. It's just, isn't that strange? That despite the system and everything else like that, it's just what you are, just, well, what I would expect a person to be. I mean, it doesn't have to be. But that's that feeling of having to praise. Oh God, it's awful. To me, I couldn't stand it. Hang on. But see, I'm a bit like that with Christmas and birthdays as well. It's a sort of a have to thing. It's just like, you know, it's Christmas. You know, it has to be good. You know, it's this wonderful feeling of, and it's sort of got a, like today is just a day, right? It doesn't have any hurdle to jump. Christmas is already up there. It's got to be this, got to be that, got to be something. I can't stand it. I'd much rather today, you know, just let's have Christmas today. I know, Sue hated it. At birthdays, it's, oh God, it's my birthday. It's all this, and then it's, you know, you have to stand there and people sing happy birthday to you and that sort of thing, which is, yeah, okay, I suppose, but for me, I just, I don't know, man, every day for me was just a day. It was not special ones, you know, where I'll shout and scream at you, you know, for every other day of the year except on your birthday. I'll give you a few hours off. And the other thing, of course, is I'm no longer subjected to attacks, you know, for no reason whatsoever. Oh, God, that's good. Just out of the blue, yeah, bang. You know, and they all do it. Yeah, they all just out of the blue. Oh, you've done this to me, you've done that to me, you've done something else. And it's like, oh, God. I mean, I don't get caught up anymore, but it's just like, oh, why are you doing it? It's dumb. It's stupid. But you don't do it at all, which is, so I don't have to put up with that, which is good. And the third thing I've got mentioned here is I'm free to say and think as I please. So, and so are you. Like, let's say you go off about gypsies or something, and I say, oh, well, please, can we not talk about that? I just don't want it. But it's me talking to you. It's just, I don't know, I just don't like talking. You know, I'm sure they're arseholes and everything, but I just don't like talking about other people that much, you know, like in a negative sense like that. That's just my personal opinion. It's not a societal thing imposed on me. Like, I'm sure if you were to say that to a lot of people, you go, oh, you racist. You disgusting racist. That's what you get. But I'm not saying that. And please don't. It's just that I don't want to talk about. I don't talk about sport either. I find that boring. It doesn't mean I'm racist. I'm not calling you racist or anything else. It's just a personal thing. I just like ablution habits, washing your ass, and it's not, and there's nothing, but it's just a personal thing. Okay, so, and vice versa. If I say things and talk about things you don't like, it's a personal thing. It's not a societal imposed thing. And that's the feeling you get, I suppose, of all the TV and all the movies and everything. It's like, it's almost telling you what you should do, how you should behave, how to fit in. And the funny thing is, after, there's just three points that I've just mentioned. And yeah, and somehow it ends up that all of their societal inputs, to me, they end up being, as people, totally unimportant. Like, I'm very careful that I don't upset you, and I try and, a lot of what I say is, I'll actually revise and think, no, she can take it the wrong way. Now, I'd never bother doing that for Raph or anybody else, or Sue, or just couldn't be bothered, because it's just not important to me. Isn't that sad? After 30 years of marriage, that's where it got to. Just had, and 3 years later, I realised all the Western people are just totally unimportant, absolutely. I would, if somebody holds authority or something like that, or I'll be respectful. I'm not just going to treat everybody like a pack of shit, but I really don't care what they think. They can tell me I'm doing the wrong thing by being antisocial, or they can think, but I don't care what they think or what they say. I don't even bother listening to them. I tell them that to the face. I just don't care. But if you say something, I'll listen to you. Yeah, so it's funny. It's a sort of, I've started off this train of thought through the night, and I thought, well, I wonder if it's because I started off by thinking, you're the only person that will stand up to me. The others won't. I could write to my sister and tell her all this, and she wouldn't say a word. And any woman, they just won't stand up to the cower now. That's the odd thing. You just sense it. They're just, they've got what they want, whatever that is, but they can't. They have no spine, no backbone, no guts, no bravery, to put it bluntly. They're just not brave. They're just, I don't know. They're just weak people. You wouldn't want them in a fight or anything. Backing you up, they'd stab you in the back. You'd be out there trying to fight the enemy. They'd say, yeah, kill the cunt. Yeah, we'll help you. So, as I say, the only thing I'm starting to think about going on my free camps to just follow some Romanians and see whether they're similar to you. I went on one last night, and she talks too. Yeah, I'm not interested in any sort of. I just want to see what sort of people, whether you're the exception or whether they're all like you. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you know that it's. I was thinking about it through the night and again this morning, and I just thought, it's that's how I feel after 3 years. And in 3 years of social isolation, look at me and listen to me. Do I sound like crazy? But I don't know. I think I seem pretty normal, actually. Probably more normal than I was. I think I'm sort of, and a lot of that is the fact that I have to get a hand gesture that the avatar will pick up. I wonder which one I'll go for. You'll notice that it's looking for something with a hand or something different, because they usually just look like that. But I have to put my hand up and get so. Let's see whether it actually picks up on some of my hand motions. Which one do you like? How about this one? Upside down, Ace of Clubs. Oh, how about a heart? There you go, a heart. I can't do a heart. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, have a happy new year, and I shall talk to you in the new year. Bye.